by the shades though. Then I clean my ride. Take the off the seat, she know they. I never.
The Western Conference NBA Playoffs, Round 1 continues. The Dallas Mavericks come in off a critical Game 1 win and are now poised and prepared as they attempt to take a 2-0 lead against the Golden State Warriors. Round 1 of the NBA playoffs continues.
Both teams taking the temperature of this series in Game 1. You look at the Mavericks, they did what they needed to do in Game 1. Now they just have to keep it going.
They really do. I mean, the pressure is on them to keep home court advantage. This should be a tougher game than that first one.
The starters for the Golden State Warriors. Connect is out there with Stephen Curry. Then there's Butler. Then there's Robert Williams. And it's Kuminga in at the power forward. Curry, no good.
Yeah, and the defense has really got to tighten up on him. I mean, he's just too dangerous from the three-point line.
Randall, good.
And yeah, Randall is absolutely a threat from in between. Something the D has to recognize and adjust accordingly.
And here's Curry for three. After missing his first attempt, now 1 for 2.
And that's what they want to do. Get him open looks early.
Here's Irving. Up and in on the layup.
Kyrie doesn't need any encouragement to just do what he does because that's the type of handle that he has. He's going to go out there and he's going to show everyone what he's capable of every night.
Here's Curry after the basket by Dallas. Curry draws the double. Shot clock at 6. And here's Kuminga for 3. It's rebounded by Rudy Gobert.
And he might have thrown himself off when he saw how much space he had from 3.
Lets it go from deep. Christie's shot is off. Golden State has gone 1 for 3 from beyond the arc. Here's Connect. They get it again to the wing, right side. And a great assist by Butler as that one goes.
And in terms of wings, Butler is one of the best passers. And that starts with Jimmy's team-first mindset.
Here's Randall. Gobert, the second chance points on the tip-in.
He's so strong when he goes to work on the glass. One opening is all he'll need to finish the play, even if it's just a tip-in.
The 3 from Curry. And it's Gobert with a rebound. Gobert's got 4 rebounds now. Takes a 3. Nice shot by Christie.
Yeah, such a creative playmaker. Love seeing Irving find the open teammate and make the right pass.
Curry passes to Williams. Here's Connect. From the stripe. And the rebound goes to Dallas. Gobert's got 5 rebounds tonight. Pass to Christie. Back to Gobert. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Gobert's got his second bucket on the night.
Outstanding job converting in close. Gobert understands how to execute around the rim.
Kamara, he's checked in for the Mavericks. The Warriors also with a sub. Hachimura's checked in for Kuminga. Just over 2.5 minutes played here in the first. And here's Connect outside. And the rebound goes to Dallas. Gobert's got 6 rebounds now in the game. And it goes. As the official calls the foul, count it, and he'll shoot 1 more at the line. And a moment now to quickly take a look at the offensive approach for the Mavericks.
I've really been impressed with how aggressive they've been inside, looking to capitalize from the paint whenever they can.
Also, you got to appreciate how unselfish they've been. I mean, the ball movement has been impressive, and the assist numbers are off the chart.
And Steve Kerr calls timeout. He wants to give him a breather and talk things over. About 3 minutes gone in the first quarter. Hachimura finds Curry. Hachimura with a screen on Irving. And here's Curry for 3. Counted from distance. Curry's got 6.
Just another day at the office for Mr. Curry.
Gobert with a screen on Butler. Pass to Gobert. Outside for Irving. From behind the arc. Fires in the triple. 5 points in the game.
An outstanding first quarter from the field.
First quarter of play, and just over 3.5 minutes in. Here's Connect. Three-pointer. It's rebounded by Rudy Gobert.
This has not been his best quarter.
Yeah, he needs to mix things up on the offense. He simply just can't keep missing shots at this rate because he's destroying his teammates.
Dallas shooting their second and third free throws tonight. And he drops the first. Mitchell's checked in for Julius Randle. And he makes both free throws.
For a star like him, you get lots of opportunities at the line, and he's great at cashing them in.
Has to connect. There's the triple. And it's Gobert with a rebound. Gobert's got 8 rebounds in the game. Into the lane. Good on the bucket.
Boy, I like their energy coming in. Terrific execution so far.
Couldn't come up with a much better start than this. They just have to keep it going.
He gets it in there.
And they keep on figuring out ways to force the rock inside and convert.
Warriors trail by 14. Stolen by Mitchell. And up the court they come. The Mavericks on the break.
So far, they're owning both ends of the floor. We'll see if they can keep this going.
They came out and bum rushed them. Huge difference in activity level from both teams tonight.
Once again, an explosive highlight on the AT&T 5G Slam Cam. And Steve Kerr calls timeout here. I think right now he must be looking at some adjustments. Let's send it to Allie LaForce, who caught up with head coach Jason Kidd. Allie?
I wanted to know how he planned on tackling the Jimmy Butler problem. He told me, I want to make everything as hard for him as possible, anything we can do to bother him and to get him to be even a little less aggressive, trying to put out the fire before it starts. That's the plan. Back to you.
Thanks for that, Allie. Butler covering for 3. Randall. Offensive rebound, Mavericks. Banked it in off the glass. 11 points in the game.
And now, almost all their points coming from the paint.
Here's Hardy. 52 seconds left in the first. Pass to Butler. Hachimura outside. And again, it's the Warriors missing. The Mavericks lead by 18. Here's Kamari. 4-3. Rebounded by Butler. To win the drought. Ooh, plenty of contact on that shot. Officials call the foul, and he'll take 2 free throws now.
And how many times have we seen this from Butler? Using the pump fake to manipulate the defense.
Butler hits them both. We've got 22 seconds left in the first quarter here. Jones from outside. Warriors with the rebound. Outside Butler. Fires the 3. And the three-pointer goes. Butler's got 5.
You want to run your offense through him. A reliable scoring option.
And so it's Dallas in a good situation, up by 13 points to close the quarter. Boy, they've been playing at a fast pace, beating the defense in transition and adding to that big lead. We're coming right back. Don't go anywhere. And let's get you back to the action as Game 2 is getting underway. Well, guys, we've seen a confident-looking Mavericks team out there.
You can really see the strategy coming in. Get the ball into the painted area.
And let me tell you, when you establish a physical edge, it gives you a mental edge, too.
On the floor for the Warriors. They've got Griffin, Brandon Pajemski out there with Hardy. Then there's Jonathan Kuminga. And it's Hachimura in at the center position, filling out the middle. Drops in the 3.
And what kind of defense was that? You can't give up wide open threes like that. What are you doing?
Moody. Ooh, serious gut check points from Moody.
And force feeding the ball inside. I mean, no reason to go away from what's working.
Warriors trail by 12. Pass to Hachimura. Beyond the arc. Mitchell grabs a miss. Dallas is shooting a red-hot 63% in this game. The drive by Randall. Soft touch off the glass. Randall's got his second basket of the night.
They're just taking what the defense gives them. And right now, that's the interior.
And it's slammed in by Hachimura.
Oh, what a finish. Ruri showing off that athletic ability.
Outside Moody. Fires the three. Oh, Moody deadly from there.
The assist numbers certainly stand out. They've really emphasized ball movement here today.
That's his second, and I think they'll keep him in. He's got to be careful. A third, and he'll sit for the rest of the half.
The Mavericks making a switch here. Christie's checked in. And just about a minute and a half has passed here in the second quarter.
Timeout.
And Steve Kerr calls timeout here. He's going to gather the troops and talk it over. Pass to Pajimski. For three, Hardy. Sinks the tray. Hardy's got 6 points in the quarter.
After failing to knock down anything from deep in the first quarter, he's got 2 to go here in the second.
Here's Kamare. He's watched by Kuminga. Here's Christie. And Dallas hits again from deep.
In today's NBA, you have to stretch the floor if you want to win. They have loads of confidence from three-point land right now.
Stolen by Mitchell. Pass to Jones. And there it is for him. Jones has gotten his first basket of the night.
And give their offense some love. They've been the more efficient team.
Yeah, coach has to be thrilled. You can draw up all the X's and O's you want. The guys have to go out there and execute with enthusiasm. I thought he had that all sewn up, but somehow the defense just threw him off.
Shoots from the baseline. That one goes. Count it. And a little under 2.5 minutes gone by here in the second quarter. Here's Christie. Warriors with the rebound.
Couldn't quite line that one up. Just got to shake it off and move on to the next one.
Pass to Griffin. Drops in the layup for two.
They didn't do themselves any favors with their shooting in the first quarter, but they're starting to pick it up now.
Both teams will make substitutions. Dallas leading by 13. Down low. Here's Kamare. Nope, another miss. 0 for 2 to start the game. The Warriors have gotten 5 of 7 shots to go in the second. The shot by Pajimski, no good.
And the defense got away with one there. I mean, that's a shot he typically makes.
Kamare, that's good. And the Mavericks lead by 15. Oh, no. He may have gotten injured right there. Man, he's in a lot of pain.
And, man, this really doesn't look good. Just the way it happened.
And you know it's serious if he's heading to the locker room. It takes a lot to get him out of any game.
Butler's checked in for Hachimura. Now here's Curry. He has 6. Here's Butler. Can't connect from short range.
Defense pulled out all the stops to shut him down there.
Sends it home from three-point land. 14 points for him.
This defense just can't stay connected to shooters.
And a deep three from Curry. And again, it's the Warriors missing. The Mavericks lead by 18. Outside Irving. Warriors with the rebound. Now here's Butler. He's got 5. Curry, no good. Fires at the elbow, and it's Dallas scoring again.
And he's coming off a huge performance, and his confidence couldn't be any higher. And his coach knows that, too.
When it ain't broke, leave it alone. Until someone stops him, just let him roll.
Now here's Butler. He buries it from 3. Pajimski's got 5 points now this quarter.
You give a shooter of his caliber that much time to seam it up? Oh, yeah, you're done.
Back to Randall. Williams grabs the board. Warriors trail by 17. Has to connect. Deflects the pass. Randall with it. Guarded now by Williams. And it's Randall with the jam.
Wow. Julius Randle. We could feel the floor shaking on that one.
Here's Pajemski. The layup misses. And Irving has got the ball here for the Dallas Mavericks. Lets it fly from 18. Off the window. It's good. Irving's got 9.
And from the mid-range area, they've been the more effective team.
For 3. The Warriors pull it in. Butler's got 4 rebounds in the game. About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Curry looking it over. Pass to Williams. 2-on-1 as they jump out on the break. Here's Christie. Three-pointer off the mark. Here's Butler. Uses the glass on the layup. 7 points in the game.
Breakdown for the defenders, and you can't ask for an easier bucket than that.
Irving for 3. Oh, he got it up in time, but it wouldn't fall for him. A dominating first half of play, and so far it hasn't been close. Mavericks ahead, up 19. And we'll see you back here after the break. Third quarter action in just a bit.
Please direct your attention to center court. And get ready for the fan.
Thanks for joining us for postseason basketball. Clearly, guys, the second half going to be a tough task for Golden State.
The defense has been trash. That is, if you can call it defense. I call it being lazy.
Yeah, it's lazy, Shaq. They've been outworked, and you got to beat them to the basketball. That's the kind of team that you want to have. And so far, they haven't answered the bell.
Looking at the series breakdown for the Mavericks. Fellas, at this point in the series, what are you seeing from them?
They have been all business, showed up prepared, made the right moves, and gotten it done.
You can see it in their eyes, man. You know they're the better team out there tonight, and they see it. They're letting everyone else know it too.
Yeah, continuing to make a statement here, that's for sure. And that'll do it for us. Thanks for stopping by. We'll head back down to Brian Anderson and crew for the start of the third quarter.
Great to have you with us again as we return to our coverage of round 1. Warriors trail by 19. Now an update on Rui Hachimura from Allie LaForce. What'd you find out, Allie?
Hi, guys. The athletic trainer for the Warriors provided some info for us. He said there's a bit of weakness at the wrist area, but so far no sign of any broken bones. With the final games of the season ahead, this is the worst-case scenario injury for them. Here's hoping they can adjust. Guys?
Well, and Allie, it appears that he needs some work done before he comes back to this one.
And we all know that if it's something he can play through, he'll be back, no doubt.
Rudy Gobert is out there with Julius Randle. Then it's Kyrie Irving, and it's Christie in at the 2 spot. That's Jason Kidd's 5 as we get into the second half.
And you have to think that they're leading this game because of how they've controlled the boards tonight.
Christie's shot is off.
And they've been able to maintain this lead despite his inconsistency from the field.
And it's Connect missing.
I think he's gone completely dry. Nothing is hitting.
Yeah, and the risk now is that he gets inside his own head. Time to take deep breaths in through the nose, out through the mouth, and let the game come to you.
Curry against Irving. Curry passes to Butler. 13 feet out. Count the basket. Butler's got 9.
There's not much you can do to slow down Butler in the mid-range. He just gets to his spot and rises up.
Here's Irving. And that one goes. He's shooting 5 of 9 in this one.
A nice start to the second half. They've made 3 out of their first 4 shots coming out of the break.
And Steve Kerr calls timeout. He'll take the opportunity to regroup. Warriors trail by 21. Curry passes to Butler. Back to Curry. And a great assist by Butler as that one goes. Butler's got 4 assists now tonight.
And you're asking for trouble when you give Curry this positioning. He's so efficient down there.
Outside Irving. This one for 3. And Dallas hits again from deep.
And just not letting up at all. I mean, you have to love this approach. You want to get the ball to the guys who make plays.
This is when good players really get after it. He can sense that they're reeling, and he's going to put his foot on the pedal.
Off the inbound pass. And the layup by Butler. Butler's got 4 points now in the quarter.
Looks like we're starting to see a pattern here. Not afraid to get in the paint and get wet.
It's stolen by Kuminga. Pass to connect. Pulls it from the corner. Mavericks with a rebound.
You have to credit their effort. I mean, they've done an amazing job on the glass.
Butler covering. And that one's good. A nice job on the glass as they picked up 2 on the second effort.
And he's made his mark on offense especially. They got to be thankful he's on their squad.
Here's Connect to the left wing. And here's Kuminga for 3. The shot no good. He's covered by Curry. And he was fouled in the act of shooting. Opportunity for a 3-point play here.
Look at what he's doing here, and it's hard to imagine him playing much better.
Dallas shooting their 4th shot at the foul line here.
1 shot.
And now we're 3 minutes into this third quarter of play. Outside Butler. It's tipped. Here's Randall. Pass to Irving. Second chance shot. The Warriors pull it in. Williams has got 5 rebounds tonight. And he lobs it up top. And Kuminga throws it down.
You could just see how in sync they were there.
That's what it takes to pull that off. Kamara, he's checked in for the Mavericks. And the Warriors making a switch here. Second half here, and we're just over 3.5 minutes into it. And that one's good. Here's Hardy. 6 points for him. Ooh, poked away. And the layup is good off the glass. Irving's got 7 points for the quarter.
The interior touch of Kyrie Irving, just superb at knowing how to slice through the defense with an array of finishes.
Nice dish, and the layup goes down. All right, guys, a breakdown here of the hustle stats for the Mavericks.
Great heads-up defensive play tonight, creating offensive opportunities for themselves by forcing deflections.
And also attacking in transition has been working for them. I mean, credit them for running the break well and being opportunistic.
Pass to Podziemski. Now Williams. He's guarded by Irving. And there's the basket, and the whistle blows. Chance at a 3-point play here. Going to the line for 1. And the Warriors making a switch here. Griffin's checked in, and he's got his first opportunity at the line here tonight. 1:27 left to play in the third quarter. Irving, the pass to Randall. 19-footer. And good. Coming on the assist by Irving. Randall's got 8.
His passing has always been a staple of his career. Not too many are better at dishing than Kyrie.
And he'll take his 3rd and 4th free throws of the night. That's good from Butler. Off on that one, so he goes 1 out of 2 at the line.
And at this point of his career, Butler wants to win. And boy, does he ramp up his performance in the playoffs, especially in recent years. The name of the game isn't scoring, it's scoring efficiency.
To the paint. And it's Randall with the jam.
Yeah, great teamwork. Randall has a terrific connection with his teammates. Love when he goes after those alley-oops.
Golden State has gone 1 of 4 here in the third from range. Here's Hardy. He's guarded by Irving. It's blocked by Gobert.
And they're up considerably because of their efforts on the glass.
The ball's knocked loose. Now 8 seconds separating the two clocks. Butler with the ball. Randall's in his pocket.
Playing with passion. Butler is never scared of a challenge. A wing who battles inside.
He's made 3 of 4 free throw attempts in this game. That's good from Butler. A different look for Dallas. Jackson Davis is checked in for Rudy Gobert. Jones comes in for Randall. And Mitchell subbed in for Irving. Dallas has gone 2 for 2 from deep here in the third. That's his third miss of the game. 9 for 12 overall. The Warriors have gotten 6 of their first 12 shots to drop in this third.
A big night for Butler. We've seen him as the guy on a finals team, and Jimmy can definitely carry your offense. Everyone in the building saw the obvious contact.
Dallas shooting their 5th and 6th free throw attempts tonight.
Taking 2 shots.
And he makes a first. And so he hits both. 5 ticks left in the third quarter. Ooh, it's stolen away. And so it's Dallas in total control. Up by 29 going into the break. It hasn't taken them too many shots to get their points. They're winning with efficiency. We'll be right back after this word. All right, let's take a look at our assist of the game presented by State Farm.
He's always near the top of the list for this honor. Passes like these are his specialty.
That is why he is a point guard in this league. He has the elite passing ability, the vision. You need both to play the point guard.
And thanks for sticking with us as this round 1 game continues. On the court for Golden State to start the fourth. They've got Hardy. He's out there with Brandon Pajemski. And it's Post in at the center position.
Staring at this deficit, they're trying to be more aggressive and get themselves to the line.
Jackson Davis is checked in for Isaac. And Golden State also making a switch. Martin's checked in. Pass to Kamari. Back to Mitchell. Outside Jones. Outside Moody. The rebound by Post. And the Warriors shooting 44%, a pretty decent clip. And Griffin gets it to go.
When he has enough space, he's more than comfortable letting it fly from outside.
Left side Moody. That shot is off. Great D that time from Pajemski.
It hasn't been his best game, but his team is still doing just enough to be up.
Pass to Post. Second shot opportunity. It's rebounded by Dallas. A few possessions into the fourth. Just over a minute played. Kamari, that's good. Here's Hardy. Here's Post. Pass to Martin. Left side Pajemski. Just 4 to shoot. Here's Hardy. And it's good. Off the back of the rim and in. And it's Mitchell with the ball for Dallas. And here's Jackson Davis. That one falls. Nice setup by Mitchell. Mitchell's got 4 assists in the game.
That may be not the highest percentage of looks right there, but look, you can't argue with results, I guess.
Now here's Martin. They set a pick from deep. Offensive rebound. Outside Pajemski. Goes back up. And it's good on the layup. Pajemski's gotten 4 this quarter.
Used the pick to perfection and got all the way to the rim.
Shot on the wing. Jones misses. Golden State has gone 1 of 2 from deep in this quarter. Post. Jackson Davis grabs a miss.
And they're +5 on the boards after that rebound.
Pass to Moody. 3-pointer. That one no good.
He's lost his rhythm completely this quarter, but he's determined to stay after it.
Here's Pajemski. Off target from outside. For Dallas, they've gone 2 for 7 from the field here in the fourth. Not great. His first shot attempt. And he hits the jump shot. So it's the Warriors now. So far in the fourth, they've allowed just 6 points. Pass to Martin. Here in the fourth quarter, just under 2.5 gone by. Here's Post, covered by Jackson Davis. And again, no good by Golden State. Dallas has got 7 of their 16 three-point attempts to go in. Moody misses.
And he probably thought he was going to bury that one.
Outside Pajemski. Pass to Hardy. Back to Pajemski. And they pick up 2.
Pajemski. Assist goes to Hardy.
Dallas has gone 0 for 2 from outside here in the fourth quarter. The 3 from Mitchell. Nails it from 3. Mitchell's got 5 points now in the quarter.
Now you have to extend that defense. I mean, you really have to stay connected to him at all times.
And the lack of defensive pressure on shots like that is a big reason they're down by double digits.
Man, this is just fun. These teams are trading threes back and forth.
This is today's NBA. Hey, we see this kind of exchange more often than not.
Here's Kamare. Launches it. Griffin pulls down the board. Griffin's got his 4th rebound in this one. Inside. Uneasy, 2 on the layup.
Love to see him inside passing like this, as well as guys being on the same page.
Back to Jackson Davis. Over to the wing. Jackson Davis a screen. Here's Kamare. And it's Martin with the rebound. Golden State has gone 2 of 4 from the perimeter here in the fourth quarter.
And so that's the end of game 2. No question, this is a big win for the Mavericks.
Pretty clear who the better team was today. They dominated in just about every phase of this game, Grant.
B.A., it's almost hard to think what didn't go well for them. Their plan, their execution, everything was absolutely on point.
This team is playing with confidence and heart right now. They're in control of this series so far.
Yeah, no question. They are the more cohesive team right now, just going out there and executing their game plan.
Now here's Martin. Pass to Hardy. And he banks in the layup.
Rate of baskets assisted, it's a stat I really like. It tells the story of how well you are playing team offense.
And there's the whistle. That one goes on Herb Jones. That's his first foul. And Dallas making a change here. Stevens is checked in. 7-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock.
Stepping up and nailing an important shot to put this away.
And that score probably slams the door for any would-be comebacks. And look, they put this one to bed.
Curry passes to Williams. Out left to the wing. Here's Connect. Pass to Kuminga. Here's Curry. Good work defensively by Mitchell. Outside Moody. Here's Stevens. Shot from the low post is good. And so Dallas takes this one by a big margin. And this win shows they have the momentum so far in this series. Up 2 games to none now.
They just look so confident out there. They're playing selfless ball, and their chemistry has never looked better.
And that about wraps it up from here, folks. We hope you've enjoyed our broadcast of the NBA's Western Conference quarterfinals. For Richard Jefferson, Grant Hill, and Allie LaForce, this is Brian Anderson saying thanks for watching. And before we go, we'll leave you with our player of the game.